One of the things that's come out of Toronto, which was, there's a kind of, for people who knew when you were coming up together, there's a romance to the EXO OVO beginnings. And he's one of the people who's come out of Toronto and gone on and achieved great things on his own terms, and as have you. And we haven't seen you guys on a stage or in a common place for a very long time. I mean, there was a moment at WWDC when you were within each other's range.
Was there anything that the Weeknd taught you in particular?
More than anything, I watched the show every night. Like every night he performed, I was out there watching. So, more than anything, it was just stage presence, crowd control, and consistency. Like to do the same thing every single night for a year, because he's been touring like nonstop.
So long. Yeah,
so that's amazing to me.
And I wonder whether or not you've had a chance to kind of, now that you both have qualified yourselves to yourselves, right? You know who you are. It's pretty clear he knows who he is now as an artist. You've been able to toast each other's success and been able to kind of put yourselves in a good place.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's my guy. We're from the same city. We grew up with the same goal, trying to do this.
Now, you're with The Weeknd.
Yep.
Is that not the nicest guy in the business, man? Isn't that the coolest guy?
That's my boy right there.
Oh, is he not an incredible artist and an incredible person?
He's a dope person. He's humble as shit.
The most humblest guy ever.
Yeah, yep, humble.
Yeah, man. He's just out there like chilling, being him, man.
Yep, exactly. We playing basketball, everything you could imagine together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I would imagine your chemistry with him, it would just be perfect.
Yeah, he's dope. He's like pretty much like me.
A lot of the time we spent trying to do it together, like there's memories I'll never forget, times that were like, we spent real time, not like other artists' time, like real time, we put in real work together. I'm proud of his success. We've both had our moments where we've maybe felt away and taken it maybe a little left, but I can sit here in front of you and just say I have nothing but love for everybody over there. I loved watching him last year. It made me super happy.
Yeah, and it's such a real guy.
Yeah, 100% genuine. He really cared about my career. He really cared about like music.
Yeah,
he's a good
person. You really get that impression of him, man.
Yep.
It's like, and so it sounds like you're with the right label, man.
100%.
Yeah.
Trust me, it feels 2 years. I've been pretty much around these guys for 2 years. Definitely is the right place for me.
What a year.
Yeah, what a year. Well, and well deserved, man. Worked hard, made a great body of work, and as a lesson to any kid that wants to, that's where it gets you. Make great music and you figure out how to roll it out the right way and do your thing. That's where it gets you, and more power to him, man. I've never got the chance to tell him, but I send him all my blessings, man. I could never really want any ill for him based off our like I said, the work we put in and where he's from. I can't ever.
But the person that someone I look up to that inspires me, even though I consider him my little brother, is Abel. Abel came into the studio one day and said, "Yo, don't be scared to embarrass yourself, man. Like,
man, that's good advice.
Don't hold back, like." Because when me and him would sit as friends and I would tell him certain things, he would be like, "Yo, that's magical. Like, why doesn't no one know this?" And he'd be like, "You got to put that in your music."
The Weeknd, that's my boy. Abel is my man. So we just trying to like recreate something that we already did. Like, Remember You is a classic.
Yeah, you always do that.
I mean, you want to hear what Abel says. Like, I want to hear that shit. So
that track is the top 20 that played there in my iTunes.
Yeah,
actually, that track.
Thank you, man. You fuck bitches to that too.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's really where I've always been really honest in my music, but not to the point where I was like, I've played songs for some of my homies that I've walked out the room because of how they felt like.
Right.
Just on some, I reminded them of a moment or a time where they got to take their glasses off and wipe their eyes out, and like that's when I started to know, okay, now like I was always hitting people with the music, but now it's like affecting a different side.
Yeah.
That was probably the best advice I ever got.
Yeah, man, he's a real creative dude, and he's forward thinking. You know what I mean? So he helps me to be better than myself. You know what I mean? He don't come to me looking for like, oh, we need that Wiz or we need that blah blah. He's like, dog, this is what we got to do. I got this idea and we got to run with it, and that in turn it elevates me and it helps me be
he's
better.
He's a good writer too. He wrote a lot of tracks and stuff. People don't even know about that.
Yeah. He's a great writer. He's a great performer. He's a visionary. Like he sees it start to finish. Everything.
And he got this theme of his new album, everything is
the whole Asian.
Yeah.
You seen? Have you been to the show? He's actually got like an Asian porn playing in the back of him like performing. You remember that shit? It was crazy.